I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Okay. I have no thoughts on Turkey Tom being a violent sexual deviant. I know nothing about it. I don't know. I've never even watched Turkey Tom documentary on me. I didn't care enough to even give it a look. I just heard of the title of it. I said, that title's fucking shitty. And then I never watched it because I didn't care to. Yes, I remember the early Marvel vs. Capcom 2 meta before characters were released. It was all about anti-air assists. So Cammy, Guile, Ken, they were all just blasting everyone away. You'd try to hit someone, rush them down, anti-air assist would just smash right through with invincibility. That was the early meta of the game. Yes, Kariko, it's well known that LTG view bots. There's not even disputing it with the way that his streams work and behave. He's view botting every stream. Or someone is view botting him. Even if it's not him, it's definitely view botting. Let's see here. So Emperor Ferb says, you did that for me and Grandmaster with Arc Raiders. I don't do PvP and you showed me it was a good game. There you go. Awesome. Really, Slayer? Okay. Slayer's trying to get me caught up on WWE. To be frank, I don't really care, but that's cool that you're still following it and enjoying it. I just really, at this point, have zero interest in WWE. You're in Sweden, the Waller. She's going to travel across the country to visit friends in a town called Halmstad. That's cool. How many headphone stands did I buy? 2. One I've had for years, and I had it in my background previous, but that was a very basic one. This one's much better. This one actually has obviously really cool lighting. This one has a holder for the gamepad. This one has the wireless charger for my phone. So I bought a good one. The other one I had was just like a piece of junk. Like it was $10 that I bought at like probably like Hobby Lobby or something like that because I just wanted it for my old backgrounds the way I was doing it. But now that my setup's better, I wanted to get a better one. And this is going to be, every day on camera. And I have all different colors and lighting and modes and things I can do with it. And plus, it serves many purposes. I should lay into Turkey Tom and Destiny next. Well, John Dog, based on the feedback that I got earlier today, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that kind of content again, to be frank. We could probably talk about this on the podcast tomorrow in more depth, but I wanted to give it a go and see what would happen if I just randomly did it. I did it. And in general, the vast majority of my positive viewers and supporters did not like it. They said, no, there's negativity here, and we don't want that. We just want to be positive with you and hang out and chill and enjoy your company and have games. That was exactly the feedback I got from most of my positive longtime viewers. There were a few that were like, all right, maybe this is a little different, but most people were like, nah, we don't want it. Now, maybe that'll change. I got to see overnight what happens as more people watch the on-demand stream and comment on it and stuff like that. I guess we'll find out. Am I going to play 007 First Light? Probably. Probably. It's an interesting game to me for sure. We haven't had a 007 game in many years. So to actually see what they do with the franchise would be pretty cool, I think. Any chance to get a drama stream about RTU? Probably not. If anything, if I'm going to do those kind of react streams, I want to talk about topics that are interesting to me. That was a very interesting topic that we covered earlier today. RTU is the most uninteresting thing on earth to me. Like, there's nothing about that man or anything that he says or does that really has any impact on anything. Like, he's just a fart in the wind, and, I don't really care. Zero cultural impact. So I just, why would I react? No, you see, it's the opposite, John Dog. John Dog says it would probably work better if you hyped it as a drama segment instead ahead of time. A lot of people were probably just caught off guard. If I had done that, it wouldn't have worked as well as it did. If I had done that, we would have had excessive amounts of trolling. We would have had people complaining, whining. So I was like, no. What if I'm going to do it? If I'm going to try it, all right, I'm going to just try it as a random one-off. I'm going to look for the right time. The time was definitely right earlier today. It was like the right content, the right time. Let's just do it, and let's see how it goes. So there you go. What's the reason that LTG and I don't get along? He talked shit about me for many years because people kept calling him the Black DSP, and he hated that association and or comparison. So he would like talk shit about me and say that I suck and say, you know, all this crap, right? And then finally, over the years, I started paying attention to him because of all the stuff he had said. And eventually I had enough, and I was like, dude, just let's play then. If you really think you're so much better than me, let's play. And he has literally dodged and avoided me every single possible way, made every excuse for like 3-4 years straight now. He's done it. So he's a big talker, so big mouth when he's on the internet, and then he gets called out, and then he runs away like the coward he is. And now tonight on his stream, he'll probably talk shit about me again because I mentioned him today. But it's like, but dude, it doesn't matter, because when it's time to put your money where your mouth is, you never, ever, ever back it up. You'll never play me in Street Fighter. So what's the fucking point? You know, like, you'll never beat me in Street Fighter. You'll never put out a better stream than me. You'll never have a better streaming setup than me. You know what I mean? Like, everything, I beat you on everything. So there's no point. Like, just, you know, drop it. But he really needed to be put in his place after, you know, his behavior is just heinous. A heinous individual. Gatorade did a $5 super chat and said, "You're playing RimWorld. What about a game called Kenshi? I think you'd enjoy it." Didn't we look up Kenshi already? I feel like we did. I feel like we looked into that game. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I totally think we looked into it. Man, I gotta pee. This sucks. I hate that I have to pee before I'm in the middle of talking with you guys. Kenshi. Let me look very quickly. I swear that we've looked at this game before together. I really think we have. Destiny was asked on stream today about playing Ark with me. He said he doesn't think you would because you hate him, but I think you guys should squash the beef. I don't hate him. Okay, I don't hate Destiny. I have absolutely no desire to associate with him whatsoever. Like, everything that he's ever done on Super Chat says, "Hey, Phil, honest advice, saying the word chill 100 times a stream doesn't actually make it chill." That's true. I actually don't say it 100 times a stream. I call it that maybe in the title of the stream, and maybe I'll say, "Hey, let's chill tonight," but I don't say it a million times. Try being less negative, it would be way chiller. I agree with you. I have tried to be less negative recently. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm trying to try more content, try variety of content, take in advice, take in suggestions, not just, you know, be a negative jerk all the time. Even earlier today, doing a drama react, I really wasn't trying to be insulting or negative or over the top. I just trying to be matter of fact. And I think that it comes across better if you're more calm rather than being so crazy, emotional, raging, screaming negativity and stuff like that. I think it's a better content overall. I'm working on that. I really am. I'm trying to work on that and, you know, get better at it, because I know that I used to have a, you know, short fuse and I used to fire off all the time, and trying to improve on that, right? There you go. So thank you for the $5. Not the top super chatter though, because Gatorade already had oh wait, no, you are actually the top super chatter by 1 penny. You beat Gatorade by a penny. Stalking Tiger, it's quite the opposite. You might be shocked. He says, "I think it's bad to do drama. Your trolls will say that they loved your LTG drama react, and they'll try to goad you into doing more." It's actually, that's not what happened. Like, at all. Like, here's what happened is most of my longtime fans and viewers told me they didn't like it. They were like, you know, Not that it didn't have value, okay? Not that you didn't do it in a way that's entertaining and informative. It's just not our thing. We want to chill with you and play games. That's what we're here for. And I was like, I get it. The weird part is the vast majority of people who were in the Kick Chat earlier today were my trolls, and they were all negative the entire time, saying they hated it. I mean, you would think that they would be the ones who would want it. They would be the ones who would say, we want more of this kind of content because it's a content farm for us, right? Like, we can make more videos, we could do this and that. They actually said they didn't want it. I was like, okay. I mean, if you say so, sure. I thought it would be the opposite. I thought it would have been the Kick Chat, like, cheering me on. Yeah, keep doing this content. And then the YouTube side, which is more of my longtime fan base, would have been like, no. Instead, it was a lot of no. So there you go. Okay, I don't know what else to say. That's what happened. So, again, I'm taking in feedback from everyone, and I'll see. But the thing is, it was never an idea to just start doing that kind of content constantly or anything anyway. So I'm not really too worried about it. It wasn't like I was banking on, I hope this content works. I hope we can keep doing it. No, we have more than enough to do outside of that kind of content. So, yeah, Bookworm, like, surprisingly enough, I would argue both trolls and regulars didn't really like it. At least from the feedback that I got, everyone was like, you know what it is? I think this is what it is, all right? Much like when I did DS Politics, right? So I think because I do it differently than most other people, okay, that's why people didn't like it. If during that stream earlier today, I laid in to Wings and LTG and I was very offensive and I was just ranting and raving and saying awful of really offensive things, then I think people would have been like, yeah, this is old Phil coming back. This is the return of the King of Hate and we want this. But instead, it was modern Phil, the real Phil, that was doing it. And I was doing it very matter-of-factly, very level head, just trying to give real commentary, my real takes, trying to be constructive, trying to help the situation rather than destroy it and say I'm better than everyone else, which is what a lot of these people do. They sit there trying to deride someone and saying, well, you're just a piece of garbage. I'm better than you. Everyone throw me money. Look, because we're calling out how bad this person is. And they would, rally the troops. Everyone ring the fucking triangle. Give us subs. Give us money. Like, dude, it's so retarded. It's like you're the Pied Piper of the mentally deficient. You're egging on people who are weak in the mind to throw you money because you made fun of someone. That's not even content. You didn't say anything insightful. You didn't add any kind of real criticism to anything. You just made fun of someone and then you want to get paid for it. That's not what I would do with that kind of React content at all, ever. Okay, never. I would just actually add something to it that I feel would help the situation, which is what I tried to do earlier today. So that's why I think no one likes it. We don't want that. We want the brain dead, stupid mouth drooler content. Well, I don't make that. I'm never going to. So now you've seen firsthand what kind of content that will be if I do it, if I choose to do it. Judge for yourself, give me your feedback, and we'll go from there. But now you know what it is. Fair enough? Shocks, thanks for $10. He says, I love your content. I'm present at most streams. I like the gaming. I'm in no way telling you not to do things like the first stream, but I'm just going to skip those, so have a great stream. Thank you, Shocks. And again, that's just the first stream, and that's not really going to be regular content around here whatsoever. It's going to be gameplay mostly, and chill vibes, podcasting, all that stuff mostly. I just wanted to try something different for today. I hope that doesn't mean you're taking off tonight because I did that stream earlier today. It sounds like you're just saying, you're not going to be around for those earlier streams. That's fine. I get it. No problems there. Tonight, we are back on track. Okay? Thanks for $10, by the way. Insight was actually kind of you because Wings does need people in his life that really care for him. I agree with you. But he needs to hear that from the right people. He needs to know that that's not trolls saying it, that everyone looking at the situation sees it that way. Because I think what happens is the only people who tell him stuff is his trolls, so they're not going to, why would he listen to that? Why would he ever listen to just his trolls who monetize the hate against him, right? Why would he do that? Okay, let me see if my speakers are working. I got to test this. Everyone, Darkside Phil here. The only detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.